it.
All right, everyone, welcome back into Mid-Morning. Dr. Keith Watson is joining me from North Mississippi Medical Center, West Point. And Dr. Watson, we kind of have an interesting topic today. We talked a few weeks ago about whooping cough. And yesterday we reported that an infant did pass away, unfortunately, from this. From what WCBI reported that the health department sent out, this child was too young for the vaccine for this. But we wanted to bring this up to our viewers to say, you know, this is a serious situation, but this is not a common situation.
Correct. Whooping cough, or pertussis, is the doctor word for it. We see every year. So this is not something that's like COVID was 5 years ago.
Not unknown.
Right. It's not unknown. It was not something that was new to the human race. Whooping cough we see every year. It's been around. It's been around. I think if you read historical books, there are descriptions of what is believed to be whooping cough back thousands of years.
And so talk to me about with pertussis, you know, what age do, I guess, infants or children get the vaccine for this typically?
The initial or the primary series for vaccine is 3 vaccines. At 2, 4, and 6 months.
Gotcha.
So younger than 2 months, you can't get it, but beyond that, you get 2, 4, and 6 month shots, and then you get your booster because the vaccine efficacy or effectiveness decreases. So you get a booster around 11 or 12.
Gotcha. And so with this, what are the typical signs maybe a parent of a child who cannot receive the vaccine yet needs to be aware of?
That's the tough one. Because it starts out very, very mild. In young infants, it may not even be, despite the fact it's called whooping cough, infants may not even have a cough.
Really?
They may have problems breathing. They may actually stop breathing for spells. They can turn blue, those types of things. That can be a sign of whooping cough. Older children, teenagers, adults, it starts out like any other cold. Congestion, runny nose, cough, kind of red eyes, but this cough becomes the main symptom, and you have these horrible coughing spells. And these spells, you cough so much you lose your breath, and so you hear the term whooping cough because with these spells you cough to the point you lose your breath, and then you have to gasp to get your air. That's the whoop as it's described.
Gotcha.
That's why it's called whooping cough. And the cough lasts for months. In fact, another name for whooping cough is the 100-day cough.
Oh, wow. I've not heard of that one. Interesting.
And the other issue is that if you fail to identify it, if you don't come to the doctor because you don't feel that sick, about 3 weeks into the illness, once you reach that depth, treatment doesn't change the course of the illness. You just have to wait on it to get better, and that can be months.
Wow.
If you can identify it as a physician or suspect it and treat it early on with medications, antibiotics, you will shorten the illness.
Interesting.
But beyond about 3 weeks, it's a wait and run its course type of thing.
Now, will you always have long-term effects from it?
Just the cough.
Just the cough.
That's the prime symptom. Now, you can cough so severely and you get fatigued. A lot of people with whooping cough are tired because they're constantly coughing. There are even medical reports, I'd have to look back, but there are reports of people coughing so violently they break their ribs.
Interesting. Guys, stick around. We're talking more about this when we come back. All right, everyone, and welcome back. So, Dr. Watson, before we went to break, we were talking about pertussis or whooping cough, and recently a young infant child passed away from this. You know, so we were talking, I asked you, you know, is this considered SIDS potentially? Because, you know, with a child, if they got this, they are not able to relay that they can't breathe. And you said no.
Not in the scientific definition of the term SIDS. SIDS, or sudden infant death syndrome, is the unexplained death of an infant. I believe it's less than 2 months. Don't quote me on that part of it. But whooping cough would be an explainable reason why the infant passed.
So that could be tested
so
afterwards.
that wouldn't be a SIDS death. SIDS death, by definition, is an infant that passes away, and there's just no reason, and no one knows why.
And with whooping cough, you can't just take. You said it could last up to 100 days per se. Do you take breathing treatments during that time, or is that even going to be prescribed or help?
So breathing treatments, or the medication that you use in those, is something called albuterol.
Okay.
That helps if you're having constriction in your lungs. So someone who has asthma, that's why you do breathing treatments. You would only do breathing treatments in someone with whooping cough if they also had signs or symptoms of that lung problem and you were trying to treat that symptom. Whooping cough in and of itself doesn't affect the lungs in the same way. So breathing treatments with albuterol is not something that would typically help someone with whooping cough.
And I believe also on our notes, let me get my cheat sheet right here. So far this year, there have been 115 cases, and that's doubled since last year. Why do we think that is?
Wow, that's probably a long discussion. I can give you
possibilities. Too long for TV.
I can give you possibilities. It could be just that this particular season, the bacteria that causes it is out more.
Okay.
You have bad flu seasons.
As this.
Possibly that. But with pertussis, because it is a vaccine treatable condition, or vaccine preventable, I should have said, it could be that fewer people are getting vaccinated, which is allowing it to spread more easily.
Okay.
And, adults can get it, and the illness can be mild, and you don't know you have it, and you're around
everyone,
and you're around infants, and it can spread that way. So it could simply be that the vaccination rates this year are lower than last year.
Interesting.
It just could be that it's out and about more this year. So there's a lot of reasons it might be worse this year than last year.
And then obviously we always want to end with, if you ever have any questions, you can always call Dr. Watson in West Point. If you ever have any concerns, go to a doctor, call 911, do the right thing. Well, Dr. Watson, thank you so much for always coming in, informing us about this interesting and informative topic. We surely appreciate it.
You're very welcome.